England has a new hero of whom we can be proud. He's no ordinary fella, he stands out from the crowd.
The World Cup turned Gazza into a phenomenon. Everybody loved him. Everybody wanted a part of him. Not least the New England manager, Graham Taylor. But injuries stole 4 years out of Gascoigne's international career. He would play a little part in Taylor's turbulent reign.
When I took over in 1990, obviously Gascoigne got an injury in the cup final, which put him out for a long time. And obviously he wasn't available to anyone, and not to the England side.
Graham took over when we were probably at the highest point since the 1966 World Cup victory, I would suggest, you know. And to be fair, some might say the only way he could have gone was down.
I'll do what I think is right, and therefore, if any success comes my way, I'm quite happy to take the credit. If it doesn't come my way, I have to take the flak.
The first flak came in Euro '92. Having lost one England hero to injury, he now lost the confidence of another, Gary Lineker.
We weren't a particularly creative team. Gazza wasn't around. Peter Beardsley had been left out, as had Chris Waddle, and John Barnes was injured as well. So all our creative players weren't there.
The fallout came in a match against the host, Sweden, a game they had to win.
Gary was not having the best of times, playing-wise. David Platt was really the main goal scorer, and in fact I think it was Platt who scored the goal against Sweden.
And Lineker, and Platt is waiting, and further over is Sinton. And Platt scores! Marvellous start for England! Darlene didn't make it, Eriksson did, and it's a goal!
I made the substitution of Gary Lineker, and it didn't work out.
Gary Lineker is being pulled off by the England manager, and if England don't make it to the semi-finals, what an unhappy end we are watching to Gary Lineker's England career.
I was in the bar, which is normally the loudest place in the world, you know, and just you could have heard a pin drop, you know. I think everybody was totally shocked, because if there was anybody that was going to get a goal on that pitch, it would have been Gary.
And unfortunately from that time on, things became a problem for me, because what I had done, I'd affected a nation's hero. We were within 45 minutes of getting into the semi-final, and it didn't work out for us.
I spoke to him and he was angry, to be honest. It was probably the most angry I've seen him.
He made a decision. In fact, I suppose, perversely, it's affected him far more than it has me.
Brolin, Darlene, Brolin! Brilliant! Brilliant goal!
You substituted a very popular player and you lost the game, so somebody has to take it in the neck.
And he got all the criticism, and I didn't get any. In a strange sort of way, it turned me into a martyr.
You take it not just in the neck, but in the back, in the head, in your stomach. You take it all over when it goes wrong. From that time on, I was then going to have problems with certain sections of the media unless we qualified for the World Cup in '94.
England had a dream start, but it quickly turned into a nightmare. A horror show for the country, a personal disaster for Graham Taylor.
Des Walker was penalised. Fjørtoft is in danger here, and Larssen's in there, and it's a goal for Norway!
Then, 18 minutes from full-time, their fate was sealed by a header from a part-time rock musician, Alexei Lalas. 2-0 to the United States.
It's a hard personal battle at the moment. It's a low point in my career, because I'm the international manager. We've just lost to the United States 2-0. We're having a bad run, and everybody's after my blood.
Graham Taylor basically should be fired.
My wife, Rita, and myself were in a car, and this fellow who must be 28, 29 years old, he just leaned over and spat, and I mean spit, right across the windscreen, in front of Rita, all across the way. And you could see, like, hatred in him.
And when somebody spits on his windscreen, it happens because he's been subjected to personal criticism in the newspapers that people are reading, and everybody believes that he's public enemy #1.
And some of the way the England managers are depicted, it appeals to the small percentage of fools. And they're more than fools. You know, they can be evil fools.
If it is decided that somebody else would come into the job, is he going to come in now? Where's he going to come from? It's silly to make appointments when all emotions are arise.
He just looked hopeless. He just looked like a man not waving, but drowning.
A man never looked so alone among so many people. We tend to be surrounded by negative vibes and critical, and I don't like that as a person.
We didn't qualify for the 1994 World Cup finals, but to this day, I would blame qualification for the 1994 World Cup finals on the referee who refereed Holland versus England. Not Graham Taylor, not the players.
Can Flack get there first? Flack can get there first for England. That's got to be a penalty for England.
There was only one thing that could have happened to Ronald Koeman, who apologised to me straight after the incident when he wasn't sent off.
I think he's changed his mind. He's changed his mind and given a free kick outside.
Brian, is that not a sending off offence under the rules of the game?
Absolutely. That's got to be, hasn't it? I mean,
that's a
he's
penalty.
through with a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Red card. He's given a yellow.
Yeah, we should have been 1-0 up with a penalty. And they should have been down to 10 men.
Merson. Dorigo charged down by a wall of orange.
And to rub salt in the wounds, he goes down the other end 2 minutes later and he scores the goal.
Again, it's Ronald Koeman. He's going to flick one now. He's going to flick one. He's going to flick one. And it's in.
At the present time, I feel totally cheated. That's what I feel. And there's nothing you can do about it.
People are, you know, baying for my blood, understandably so. So the question was, I'm offering my resignation, now can we get a meeting? It took 6 days to get a meeting between the chief executive and the chairman, as it was at the time, which was very disappointing, because for 3 days I couldn't get into my house. For 3 days I was in touch with the West Midlands Police.
I think we both agreed that his position has become totally untenable. And it was upon that basis that he tendered his resignation, and we felt that that was the right and proper thing for him to do.